Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 295.
We woke up this morning here at Boardwalk and got ready for the day and headed down to the club level lounge for breakfast. They had their normal meats and cheeses, a huge variety of pastries, cereals. They even had salmon. They had vanilla bean oatmeal, which was something I did not try because I don't like oatmeal, but it sounded interesting.
It was very good.
They had polenta and they also had a quiche. As far as main dishes go, this is a really great place for breakfast because you have so many different options and pretty much anything anyone could possibly want. We enjoyed breakfast here in the lounge and then did stay in here until it was time for lunch. I grabbed a bunch of snacks because I'm going to be heading to the park soon and they do have little baggies you can put stuff in, so I was ready to go.
And while she went off to the park, I stayed here in the club level lounge working because the internet here is a little bit better than it is down in the room, and I have basically all morning and afternoon long back-to-back calls, so I'll be busy the entire time she's in the park, and whenever she comes back maybe we'll go together and go spend some time in the park, but for now I've got to do a little bit of adulting.
So I enjoyed a solo park day, which is really unusual for me. I don't think I've ever done this before. I normally always have Robert with me. We pretty much do everything together, but I was really excited. I'm also trying to get some very specific videos for my cast member video coming up very soon. So I had my list of what I wanted. I had specific things I wanted to do. So I headed into the park and I could not believe how few people were in the park today. Epcot seemed very empty, which was really exciting because that means I can get a lot done in a little bit of time. I did get some little videos along the way, but my main goal was to go see Anna and Elsa today. I got to see Elsa first and talk to her for a little bit. Of course, she has a beautiful outfit. And then I got to see Anna, who made me laugh because she is just so much fun and I'm more like Anna than I am Elsa. After I took pictures with them and got a little video of them, I continued throughout the park and I did stop in the store because it was getting a little hot outside. And their Christmas merchandise looks amazing this year. I had to stop and take a ton of pictures of everything so I could share it because I am so impressed with their Christmas lines. And I say lines because it's not just one. They have multiple different lines this year. And I really feel like Disney went all out and actually really tried to get stuff that everyone will like. And I would buy everything, but I have nowhere to put it. And believe me, that is a very good thing because they had some awesome stuff that we both loved. After doing some shopping, I continued getting a few more videos. Around 3 o'clock, it did start getting busier in the countries and it was getting warm outside. I've been out here for a few hours, so I decided to head back. On my way out of the park, I turned around and noticed that there was a female security guard. Now, one thing I specifically wanted was a female security guard because when I was putting my video together, I realized all the security guards in my video were male. And there are a lot of female security guards at Disney, I just happened to not have any in my video. So I went back and asked her if I could do a video of her, explained what it was, and she's like, I think so, but let me go ask my manager just in case, but I would love to do it if he says yes. So she went and asked him and he came over and he goes, are you trying to video my security guard? And so I tried explaining what it was I'm doing. I'm not necessarily videoing her, but I explained the video and he goes, nope, no videoing in the security area. And I was like, okay, I understand that, it's for security reasons. Can I video over there? And he said, no, you may not video any of my security guards. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I did get some other security guards and I tried to explain the video and he cut me off. He goes, no, you're gonna get them fired. And I was like, oh, I'm not trying to get anyone fired. I just wanted to show that females can be security guards too, not just males. And he said, so you're trying to get all of them fired? And I was like, what are you talking about? I got permission from everyone. It was okay. And he goes, no, you're gonna get all of them fired if you publish that video. And then I was really scared because I don't want to get anyone fired. This was just supposed to be a fun video, of course. So when I tried explaining that I did have permission, he then said that I was trying to get cast members fired. He then went on and just started yelling at me. I'm not completely sure everything he said because at some point I started crying. So I just stood there while he yelled at me, and after I left, I was trying really hard not to keep crying. So I didn't tell Robert I was on my way back. I didn't want to talk to anyone. When I made it up to the lounge, you do have to tap your band to get in. That's how they know that you have access. Well, while we were here, we had some issues with getting in and out. And of course, this time it didn't work. And the manager of the club level lounge was there and one of the other cast members. And we are very good friends with them. We love meeting them and asking how everything's going. Well, I didn't say anything to them. And of course, normally I say, hi, how are you? How are things going? And so I just stood there and waited for them to open the door for me. And they're like, hi, Alyssa. I just kind of waved at them. And I kept my sunglasses on so no one could see me and that I had been crying. And the manager kind of looks, and she'd been working on something, and she looks up, she goes, Alyssa, just in that very mothering tone. And I said, please let me in. And she goes, what happened? I said, please let me in the door. So she opened the door and let me through, and I went straight to my room. So I stayed in there because I didn't want to talk to anyone. Of course, I wasn't trying to get anyone fired with this video, and that was just a very unexpected response because everyone has been so amazing about this so far. So I just stayed in the room. I didn't want to talk to anyone. And then Robert comes to the door.
I had been working down in the lounge and still didn't know that she was back. I was just going to the room to put my computer away and get some things out of the room and then head back down and get ready for dinner. And then I found her in the room and I was like, what's going on? So then she proceeded to tell me the entire story, which made me very, very upset. And I wanted to go off to Epcot, but she told me not to, so I didn't. I stayed there. Then she said, okay, I'm good now. I'm gonna go and talk to the manager, tell him what happened because I came in and they were wanting to know what was going on. So then she went out of the room and headed back over to the manager to tell her all about what had happened when she went over to Epcot.
The manager here is incredibly sweet, and so of course she wanted to know the story, so I explained everything that happened. She took down some details and of course apologized. She was so sorry for what happened. And she said she didn't know what the rules were as far as the video goes. And of course, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. And I've been working really hard at this, but I don't want to be the reason that a bunch of cast members are in trouble for being in this video that was supposed to be a really good thing. So she told me I should go talk to someone else in security to find out what the rules are so that we would know. But until then, probably take the other security guards out of the video until we know anything for sure. I went back to the room so I could just have some time to myself, and when I came out for dinner, there was a bag of chocolates on the door because if they know anything about me, they know I love chocolates, and there was a little note signed by all the cast members there that said, we hope you have a better day, we're so sorry for what happened, but here's some chocolate because we want to see you smile. And it was so sweet, and of course I started crying all over again because these are happy tears, I promise. It was so incredibly kind. And it just made my night.
When we got down to dinner, the chef was there as usual. They had all the normal stuff like the meats and cheeses and stuff, but we kind of bypassed all that when we saw what the chef was making because they were making two different things. One, chicken Alfredo, which is one of my favorite dishes of all time. And the second was a shrimp pasta that Alyssa loves shrimp more than anything else. So we got several of these little plates of pasta and went over to our table and made a dinner out of those little dishes.
At this point, we have had so much meat and cheese and bread because we've had multiple club level stays recently. So to have something different was really awesome, especially dishes that we love so much. After dinner, we decided to go for a walk because it's one of our favorite things to do, and it was around sunset. And the sunsets on Boardwalk are just incredible. So we walked around the boardwalk and did get to see an amazing sunset. It was absolutely beautiful. The clouds were coming in just right to make it really awesome. We did, of course, go back for dessert because we are not going to miss that. We just burned those calories from dinner, so now we're plenty hungry for some good dessert. They had some s'mores tarts, which of course are not actually s'mores, but we'll let it go.
You know, they're good. That's okay.
They are good, but they're just not the same, so I just don't feel like you can call them a s'more. They also had key lime tarts, which Robert really loves, several different types of cookies. They also had cannolis, which I was really excited about.
Yeah, the cannolis were really good. That was probably my favorite thing, even though I do like the key lime tarts. They had some Halloween Rice Krispie treats too, but of course Alyssa couldn't have those because they had sprinkles on them, but I don't think she would have eaten them anyway, so it's okay. After we finished with dessert, we did head back to our room, and that was the end of our day today, so we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.